You mentioned before Credit Suisse, so let's jump to Europe for a while. Like, what do you think are the main issues with have been the main issues with Credit Suisse that led to this situation and the merge with UBS?
Well, this is a completely different story, no? And I think that I read we have read during these days parallels between what happened in 2008, which is completely different. It was a crisis about the quality of the assets, about what happened with SVB. That is what we are discussing, about a huge liquidity issue, no, and how to manage that risk. And then in Credit Suisse, it was more about reputational risk that they have drained during several years, especially after 2008. All the financial institutions have changed a lot, no, towards many things related to transparency, related to the controls, related to how they communicate information to their clients, the market, no, the transparency.
What did they do in particular that? What did they do in particular that damaged, in your opinion, their reputation?
Well, Credit Suisse has been a bank that traditionally has not only the commercial or wholesale banking, but also wealth management and investment banking as part of the whole group. The problem here is that they have been one institution that continuously has been part of, not of scandals or news that are related to mix this business. No, you cannot be an active role. You cannot have an active role in different sides in the business. No, and definitely that is why some other financial institutions have split it completely. Their groups, they have sell what happened with GE at some point, like, okay, we need to focus on our business, the industrial business. And here basically you can just review the news about 5 years, and they have been part of bad suggestions to their clients, no, that have required a lot of, but they have lost a lot of money, that their clients lost a lot of money because of the suggestions that their executives or people that are part of Credit Suisse have put on the table as a diversification or a higher earnings options when they invest into this kind of funds or this kind of operations. No, the only thing is that you can let your clients know that they have this kind of options. You can let them know what are the products and the structures that are available. But when you work on the side to structure these instruments, and then on the side of finding money to invest on those investments as well, you are walking in a very narrow line that you need to take care about how you communicate stuff with all the stakeholders. No, so that's it. Those situations, those scandals, internal issues also, no, among their executive staff. No, I remember that they have a couple or 2 or 3 different CEOs in the past 4 years, I think. Definitely drained a lot the trust, no, and the reliability of the information that everyone expects from that kind of institution. And it's a systemic risk institution in Switzerland.
Yeah, second biggest bank, right, by market cap after UBS.
No, and actually you can check the numbers, the figures in past years, and that number, I mean, the amount of assets that Credit Suisse had was several times in the last decade, no? So the point is that definitely they have lost a lot of participation in the market.
You mean in the past? In the past, it used to be bigger than UBS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Bigger than UBS? I cannot say that. I don't have the figures.
Because now it's like around a half UBS.
Yeah. But the point is that the amount of their assets nowadays is just as a portion of what they used to have in 2008, 2010, no? And they have lost a lot of participation in the market because in Asia, just reviewing some information, I remember that Asia was a huge competitor of those resources that they had. Also because one of these situations that the Swiss banks were really famous in the past, that are this information secrecy, and then you know that in the recent years, in the recent decade, the transparency about the financial information has been a very important factor to consider it in the financial market.